It's the most anticipated movie of 2024, and I don't mean Madam Web. I'm, of course, talking about Deadpool and Wolverine Requiem. Or, I guess just Deadpool and Wolverine. Disney Marvel apparently took that treasure room from the end of the movie National Treasure and proceeded to give it to Hugh Jackman to again play Wolverine, and we get to enjoy the benefits. So let's try to stick that superhero landing in this spoiler-free Deadpool and Wolverine episode of Movies Merica.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right, hey, happy Sunday, everybody, or a happy superhero Sunday on this Deadpool and Wolverine edition of Movies Merica Live. Yes, your spoiler-free review show of typically the latest movies, all right? But first off, I want to welcome in my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. You all know who you are around this great, big, wide world of ours, all right? And real quick, just to let me remind you to, you can live chat with me here during this show. This is a live show, okay? This is what we call a live stream. And you can go ahead and live chat with me about Deadpool and Wolverine or any superhero movie you want to, any movie you want to, whatever. Go crazy, go nuts, whatsoever. So absolutely, gotta love it right there. And hey, we got our unfolding Joker in here, and he's toasting to Merica. There you go, unfolding Joker. And yes, that is some good advice right there. Smash the rumble and share. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button down there. And if you're on Rumble, like unfolding Joker is, hit that that join or subscribe or follow button there. And go ahead and share this link. That is for sure. Do it right now. And yes, and sage advice there. Don't be a commie. You have to follow for a homie right there. So don't deprive your homies of the pleasure of this episode, this show right here. Okay, don't be that person that doesn't give them the clue right there. Okay, send them the link. All right, do that. Send them the link. All right, and then you can go ahead and you can do this.
Gotcha, bitch.
There you go. Absolutely. So we are going to get right into this. But great to see you, unfolding Joker. So, and I got a feeling that he is not going to fold during this episode whatsoever. He's in for the long haul. But Deadpool and Wolverine, that's what we're here to talk about here today. Am I right or am I right? So, but it's been a while since the world got the tease for what was going to be this particular movie right here. And you might remember this teaser trailer right here. So let's check this out here real quick.
Everyone, we're excited. Yeah, it's just completely empty up here and terrifying. But we did have one idea. Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Been a while. It's been a while since that teaser trailer that we got right there. And that's back when this movie was known as Deadpool 3. But we are way beyond that right now. And so, of course, by the time they did that teaser trailer right there, I'm sure that Hugh Jackman already had that treasure room from the movie National Treasure nicely deposited into his bank account right there. Because, he had the perfect ending for Wolverine at the end of Logan. And so it was going to take a bunch of armored trucks being backed up into his driveway, like beep, 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 kick to get old Hugh Jackman off the Broadway stage, playing the Music Man, and back into suited and booted up as Wolverine right there. So this movie was directed by Sean Levy, who's already done movies with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. You might have remembered he did a Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds a few years back, and then he did a Real Steel with Hugh Jackman about 10 something years ago, something like that. But we get Deadpool. He's been out of the game. We haven't seen any Deadpool movies since 2018, so way before the old scamdemic. I mean, we didn't even know what COVID or Dr. Fauci or anything like that was at this point when we last saw Deadpool. But now he's back, and he's brought along a good old buddy named Wolverine or Logan. And when we first see Deadpool in this, and again, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to give anything away, but he's kind of at a low point, and he's just not feeling too good about himself. And then, as you see in the previews or in the trailers for this, you get the TVA showing up here. So then that TVA, that's what the Timeline Variance Authority is what TVA stands for, and they're trying to capture him because they have a mission, so to speak, for Deadpool, and they sell it to Deadpool as it's gonna give him meaning again. He's gonna matter again, and as part of that jumping off the plot and whatnot, he's told that Wolverine is of some significance in this plot, and so he's got to hunt down or find Wolverine for a specific purpose or specific reason. Again, which I'm not going to give you here, out of respect, out of the need, the craving, not to spoil this movie right here. But so they give each other crap throughout the movie, and Hugh Jackman is kind of the straight guy to the merc with the mouth, right? Deadpool in this, and as you've probably been told, there's a bunch of cameos in this. So as with most Deadpool movies here, or the Deadpool movies we've gotten so far, the plot is of very little consequence. It's just kind of like the picture frame in which the picture of where Deadpool is just quipping all over the place and ripping people's heads off literally, and blasting fools and all that stuff. It's the frame within all of that actually taking place, that kind of thing. And so I'm going to let the movie Deadpool and Wolverine let you know what the plot is, okay? You should go into this movie knowing as little as possible right there. And believe me, you'll thank me for it right there. So, and Unfolding Joker's got a great question. Did they CGI Hugh Jackman? And I think I think it's open to possibility that they did. I mean, he's in his 50s, and he, obviously you can still get jacked when you're in your 50s, but it doesn't, probably doesn't look as good as when you're in your 20s or your 30s or whatever. But Hugh Jackman, I mean, he's one of those, actors. I mean, Unfolding Joker, how those like actors got it. They've got these personal trainers. These actors pretty much got a lot more time on their hands than you or me. So that combined with this personal trainer, they probably got a personal chef cooking them, the perfectly regimented meals that they need to get all jacked up. They have it very easy, much easier than us civilians, right? Us little old people to get shredded. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it's totally organic and natural. But yeah, it's so I don't know if his arms got all CGI'd like Natalie Portman's did in Thor: Love and Thunder. You just never know. I mean, they can CGI anything nowadays, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I have no proof that they're CGI'd. There might be an article out there where it just outright says like, oh yeah, we CGI'd Hugh Jackman's arms in this movie. We gave him the veins and that kind of thing. But I do know, like when you get to veinage, like what we see right there, that's kind of atypical of like when an older guy gets shredded right there. He kind of veins out more like that. So look at guys like Frank Grillo, actors like that. So other other actors that get kind of get bold, get bulked up in their later years. The Rock, he's in his 50s now, and he's kind of gonna veiny in his arms, that kind of thing. So to some it looks gross, but yeah. So yeah, that doesn't really answer your question there because I just don't know if it's CGI. But let's just put it this way: if it came out, there's some undeniable proof that came out that said that proved that he was CGI. I'm not going to be shocked. You're not going to see my shocked face if we see that whatsoever. But fantastic question there, Unfolding Joker. Absolutely. And all right, let's do this here real quick. And I'm going to basically deviate a little bit right here. And let's get into another movie point right there as I'm quickly realizing I have no idea what I'm doing here. So that usually means that I need to take a tug off my brew of the day. So let me attend to that. Oh yeah. And I could feel a kind of a frog starting to try to get in my throat right there. So definitely needed some beverage to wet the whistle there. But is Deadpool, is he Marvel Jesus in this like you see in the trailers? Not quite, but he gives it his all. I mean, Ryan Reynolds keeps all the nakedly nasty quips fresh throughout this whole movie, even though it is the third Deadpool movie. Now, it's fantastic that he's allowed to shovel out heaps of crap in all directions. I mean, even at Marvel and Disney. Of course, as one of the trailers indicates, the one thing Kevin Feige poo-pooed is any mention of booger sugar or white girl interrupted, as Blind Al calls it. Now, I was about to say, Reynolds also pulls off some hellacious dance moves in the opening credits, but it was actually a professional dancer that we see in the lively and frenetic opening credits to Deadpool and Wolverine. Not to bust out the hankies, but Deadpool is in a funk towards the beginning of this movie, like I was mentioning before. And, it made me want the guy we got in the first two movies. Now, eventually, Stella Deadpool does get his groove back, and he holds nothing back. That includes against the tough titan in this tantalizing tango of superheroes, one Wolverine. The actor that can now probably buy Asia brings back Wolverine in multiple forms. When Hugh Jackman isn't doing Broadway musicals, he's shish kebabbing baddies in X-Men and Wolverine movies. If that makes you squeal like a little girl with delight, well, you've come to the right movie. This movie is like Benihana for Wolverine against many unlucky foes. Although I have to say, he doesn't make a volcano or do that train with the train whistle thing, you see at Benihana. He doesn't quite do that. Now, the chemistry between Reynolds and Jackman is undeniable. I mean, you saw that in the worldwide press tour for this movie and the early teaser videos, like that early teaser video I showed you here just a little bit ago. And it's funny because Deadpool always told Hugh Jackman jokes in the previous Deadpool movies. Remember in that very first Deadpool movie where Vanessa pulls off his mask and he's got like the paper cutout, the magazine or the People magazine face cut out of Hugh Jackman over his face. So, and a number of other Hugh Jackman jokes. Now, Hugh Jackman and his smooth criminals are teaming up with Ryan Reynolds. So it's kind of surreal. And in Wolverine, he makes for a good straight man to Deadpool's 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, hilarious joking. Although Wolverine does get a couple of funny lines himself. And actually, Deadpool teams up with several different versions of Wolverine, at least for a few seconds at a time. But again, I won't say which ones. I'm not trying to spoil it again. You'll just have to grab your Easter basket and hunt for those yourself. All right. But yeah, it's good nuggets, good stuff in this movie right there. It's clear why a lot of people were anticipating this movie right here, and yeah, it's the way to go. And and we got right here thoughts and prayers for Van and his sloped roof issues there from Lindy Rig 87. Yes, that's kind of an inside joke here going on. Of course, all about the attempted assassination against President Trump, and how the Secret Service director said that they were afraid to put somebody up on that roof where the sniper was at because somebody might fall and get a boo-boo because that roof was sloped. Oh, and so I was kind of poking fun about that whole situation. Now, it does turn out that actually they did have like a local cop that was supposed to be up there, but he was getting too hot and he wanted to come down off the roof there. He was his tampon was getting a little sweaty and he wanted to come down off the roof there. So yeah, great reference there, Lindy Rig 87. And welcome to the show there. Good to see you there. All right, so let me take a chance here real quick, or take an opportunity to let you guys know about our tdpn.locals.com that you see right up there in the overlay. And what that is that's our Till Death Podcast Network website, where we have all our fantastic content like videos and blogs and articles about everything from movies and entertainment to politics to hot button sizzling topics of the day. The topics that everybody is talking about: your mom, your dad, your aunt, your boss, the janitor cleaning out the toilets at work. Everybody's talking about those topics. We've got beverage recipes, cocktail recipes on tdpn.locals.com. We got a lot of different stuff on that website, but you don't automatically get full access to everything on the website. Okay, so you do have to pay a little moolah, at least $3 a month for full access. But as you see down below right there, if you put in promo code TDPN, you get 1 month free membership at tdpn.locals.com. Pretty damn great, huh? Yeah, exactly. Feast your eyes on that. And then, again, that's just free reign to get access to everything, 100% of everything on the website. And then, again, like I said, after that 1 free month, it's just a measly 3 clams, okay, Trace dineros or Trace dollares a month right there. Of course, if you want to donate more than that, hey, far be it from us to turn away your hard-earned cash, especially in this time of Bidenomics. Am I right or am I right? Okay. But yeah, check out tdpn.locals.com. Get there and do it. And again, yeah, like my friends here in the live chat were saying, get down there and smash that like button down there. Just pummel that like button down there, like Deadpool and Wolverine pummeling baddies and Deadpool and Wolverine. Go ahead and just pummel that like button, and then also just drop kick that follow or subscribe button, which is also down there. Okay. On whatever platform you're watching this on, Rumble, YouTube, Pilled, okay? And then also hit the notification bell down there, and that does exactly like what it sounds like. It's going to notify you whenever there's a hot, fresh, sizzling episode of Movies America waiting just for you, okay? And everybody else as well. Okay? And then if you're not like Lindy Rig 87 and Unfolding Joker, and you're not joining me live and you're watching the recording of this later on, well, first off, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for watching. And I also would like to hear from you in the comments down below. Yeah, just got to get in the comments and at least say hi, or give me a thumbs up, or a crap emoji, or let me know, hey, Van, you really need to improve at this. Okay. You're lacking. All right, you're slipping. You need to do this better, or let me know what you think I'm doing great. And both of those are useful to me. Then I'll know what not to do, and I'll know what to do. Okay. And then also, hey, if you want to let me know of a movie that you want me to review, hey, let me know that right there. Okay. And the only caveat I have to that is make sure it's a movie that that more than 5 people are going to want to see a review for. Okay. I'm not going to do a review of your wedding video, okay, or anything like that. Okay, so but other than that, throw a movie name at me, and I will see what I can do. Because yeah, we do have some slow box office weeks. It's sometimes, and I need a movie to review, and your suggestions come in awful handy. All right, that is what I am talking about right there. Absolutely. All right, let's get back into the swing of Deadpool and Wolverine things. Why don't we right here? And I mean, I got so many other thoughts about this movie. Again, this most anticipated movie of 2024 for a lot of people. Okay, I mean, no, it wasn't Mean Girls. Okay, it wasn't Madam Web as the most anticipated movie of 2024 for a lot of people. No, that was a Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine. And if those other movies that I just mentioned were your most anticipated movies, I got news for you.
You are a retard.
Yep. I know the truth hurts right there, but let me say from the jump, this movie alone will not save Disney Marvel as we know it now. I mean, Disney Marvel is like the destroyed New York City at the end of the Avengers. And this movie is like one dude with a shovel and a hard hat. Okay, it's going to take a lot more than this movie. That being said, though, if Disney Marvel can bring the same level of self-awareness to their movies going forward like they did in this one, I very, 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 very faintly smell comeback, okay? Also, they're going to have to absolutely stop with coming out with a new Disney Marvel TV series every 13 seconds. There's something to be said about scarcity adding value to a commodity, so take a hint, Disney Marvel. However, in the meantime, we all get a very entertaining cinematic distraction for 2+ hours that, much to Hawkeye's disliking, gives some people hope. Part of that entertainment is the absolute boatload of cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, don't worry, I won't be like those mouth breathers on the internet who'll never have a woman who's not their mommy come within 50 yards of them, throwing spoilers out there for unsuspecting movie maniacs to see. No cameo spoilers here. Now, unfortunately, when I was going through my timeline on X, I did stumble on a mine in that minefield of spoilers out there. So I did know about a couple of the cameos in that, but God be with you, and hopefully you don't come across any of those cameo spoilers if you haven't seen the movie already. However, the cameos in this don't feel like gimmicky member berries, and they actually serve a purpose in the movie. Their back and forth between Deadpool makes for some biting, gut-busting insults to various actors in other movies. If you're in a theater like mine, more than one of those cameos will elicit a cheer from the crowd, followed by quite a bit of fist pumping. Okay, I mean, there was one in particular that made me almost get up and start doing the Cabbage Patch. Luckily for the theater, the Boone's Farm hadn't kicked in yet. Now, this movie had plenty of music for me to Cabbage Patch too, and that's kind of a problem. I mean, it had a try-too-hard quantity of needle drops, which took away from the movie a little bit for me. I mean, it wasn't Suicide Squad level of musical desperation, but it was in the vicinity. This phenomenon is one of the rare negatives that Guardians of the Galaxy introduced to superhero movies. I know directors feel they have to put their whole Spotify playlist in their movies, but don't. Just don't, okay? Just ease up on that Spotify list right there, okay? So, all right, here we go. And I think I see a funny comment out of the side of my eye right there. And we got a little, well, we got Mof Breevers. Is that it's coming from the same vocabulary of Wookin' Panub in all the wrong places. Wookin' Panub. Yes. Uns, Tice, Fetans, Matey. And if you know what that's a reference to, you're about as old as I am right there. So yeah, let me know what that what those references are from. All right, so hey, it's I'm getting a little thirsty here, getting a little thirsty, and so that is serving as a right in your face, as subtle as a flying mallet reminder that I got to do a little brew review time here in this here episode of Movies America Live. All right, so what? So let's do it. Let's get right to it. All right, let me introduce you to today's brew. If you guys can see that right there. And today's brew is a little Weihenstephan Corbidian Doppelbock there. Say that 10 times real fast right there. A little Weihenstephan Corbidian Doppelbock. And this is actually made by the world's oldest brewery. And that name of the brewery is the Bavarian State Brewery Weihenstephan or Stefan, okay? And if we have any viewers from the motherland, they're laughing their lederhosen off with my pronunciation of those way too many syllabled words. There we go. Yeah, there you go. I'm very syllabic. But that world's oldest brewery, it's in Freising, Germany, is how the name of that town in Germany. And this brewery was originally established by Benedictine monks. And one thing that monks get attributed to them is being some of the best brewmasters in the world, okay? And I got to say, and again, I'm not getting any money from this brewery, the robust character and flavor of this Corbidian Doppelbock is testament to the fact that a lot of those monks are some of the best brewmasters in the world. And it does have a sweet flavor to it, but it's offset by some roasted malt flavors. And you could pick a worse beer to go with some smoked meats or some smoked fish, okay? And if you're feeling it a little extra decadent, pair it with some desserts or chocolate, okay? And it's going to give you 7.4% alcohol by volume of flavor, I was going to say a hard-hitting alcohol, but it's going to pack a 7.4 alcohol by volume punch when you're drinking this right here. But instead of me talking about it, let me go ahead and take a tug off this bad boy. Good stuff. Good stuff. But as you would imagine, you're probably not going to be able to just run down to your local grocery store or gas up your car and run down to the local Gas and Gulp and grab yourself any of this particular brew of beer. Okay, this isn't ubiquitous, like Bud Light, Tranny Fluid, or Coors or anything like that. Okay, so this is a little bit more adventurous of beer. Okay, and you have to show a little bit more bravery to drink a beer like this, but you are not going to be sorry. Okay, and again, I'm not getting any money from these brewmaster monks. Okay, not at all. So this is a totally objective opinion. Pretty damn good. So you'll probably have to go somewhere, pardon me, like GoPuff.com or Drizzly.com or Open Bar, which is an app on your phone, to grab some of this. And those are kind of like the Amazon of booze right there. Okay, they'll deliver right to your door. Okay, so, and you won't be sorry. And you'll pretty much be cheering me on. All right, you'll be you basically probably be building an altar to me after you try this beer and you remember who recommended it to you right there. So right there, get you some of that right there. Yeah, look at that bottle. And look at the size of that bottle right there. Okay, that's Costco quantities right there. We buy in bulk here at Movies America Live for brew review time. All right, so let's wrap up this brew review time. Alrighty, yes, yeah, absolutely right there. And Unfolding Joker's like, brew review, yeah. How's all my little Hulkamaniacs out there? You up for some brew review, brother? Yeah. And Unfolding Joker goes on to say, now that's a drink. Yeah, you know it right there. That's a man beer, baby. a man beer. And that's all we drink around here is a man, okay, in case a man shows up. All right, so here we go. But yeah, we got all kinds of good stuff here. Still to continue on this episode of Movies Merica Live, and I've got some random thoughts about Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, and allow me to share them with you in this little Deadpool and Wolverine story time. All right, so now some random thoughts. One of them of which is I'm glad to see Matthew Macfayden, who plays Paradox, getting some roles he otherwise wouldn't have gotten. Of course, playing Tom Wamsgans on a hit TV series like Succession really did help him get this role. And I remember way back in 2010 when Matthew Macfayden played the Sheriff of Nottingham in the Russell Crowe Robin Hood movie that was directed by Ridley Scott. And he does bring a Wembley Stadium-sized British snootiness to his role as Paradox. And then you do have another British actor or actress in this. She plays Cassandra Nova. I guess she's the sister of Charles Xavier, and she's like the main baddie in Deadpool and Wolverine. But yeah, she's another actor from across the pond in this movie. And another random thought is, if you thought that Deadpool going over to Disney Marvel meant that you weren't going to get the Deadpool action, blood, and guts you're accustomed to, think again. I think Feige said, you can't do any rails of La Cucaracha in this movie, so to make it up to you, you can use even more fake blood than in the first two Deadpool movies. You also don't have to wait long for the crazy carnage to start either in this movie. Deadpool makes a lot of guys go bye 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 pretty early, okay? And you'll know what I mean when I say it like that, okay? In the movie, it's one of the more epic opening credits in any movie in movie history, okay? And another random thought is there is one somewhat major character from the first two movies that is completely missing from this latest installment. See if you notice which one. Clue. They're pretty spineless and they don't hold up well under questioning. So see if that helps you think of what somewhat major character is absent from this particular installment of Deadpool right here. All right. So, okay. So let me do this here I'm going to do this right here, whether you want me to or not. And that is letting you know about a great sponsor that we have for Movies Merica Live. All right. And this is a sponsor that produces a product that I actually use. Okay. I am not going to have some sponsor on this show that has some product that you know that I don't use. Okay. So probably not going to have a whole lot of feminine hygiene sponsors on this show right here. But this sponsor, I definitely do take advantage of. And that product is Flip City Magazine that is sponsoring the show. And it's a fantastic magazine. It's hilarious. It is the magazine that takes over for Mad Magazine and remember Cracked Magazine, those two magazines that you could routinely pick up and dependably get cracked up by reading those magazines. All right. They brought the funny dependably back in the day. Well, not so much anymore. Okay. Cracked and Mad Magazine, they have allowed themselves to be assimilated into the woke mind virus, okay, into the woke Borg, but not Flip City. And so instead of me yammering on about Flip City, let me have them tell you all about it themselves.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right, New York. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that should get you all fired up to get your fingers on some Flip City right there. And we're making it very easy for you because all you have to do is go down in the description and click on that Flip City link down there so that you can get your fingers on some Flip City yourself. And as you see, if you put in promo code MOVIES, you get 10% off your order of the best non-woke comic around. All right. So, and hey, you know what? I am not just hawking some Flip City. I am a reader of Flip City right there. So look at that, man. Look at that shine, that gleam. All right. It's got that new car has just been waxed gleam and shine off. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. And yeah, got some great artwork in here. You got all kinds of funny stuff. Got a crossword. Look at all that, like the cartoons and that kind of stuff. Oh, got all kinds of great stuff in here. So yes. So yeah, definitely get yourself some Flip City. It's cool to have a magazine that's tactile, that you can hold in your hands. You know, it's it definitely makes the 2 hours I typically spend on the toilet every day go much more swimmingly. That is for sure. But yeah, get yourself some Flip City, everybody. You will not be sorry. All right, let's move on with the show. All right, and we got Unfolding Joker asking some good questions. Is there any type of Flip City content on Rumble? Well, you know what? That's a good question here. Let's see here. I'm just going to get on Rumble here real quick. I'm going to pretend like I know for sure they're Unfolding Joker as I go to Rumble and look right there. So let's see here. I'm going to put my lab assistants here. Man, Rumble is really slow here. Flip City. Oh yeah, we do have Flip City. Yeah, I've got Flip City Mag and Flip City Magazine. I don't know which one it is. If you go to Flips, so I just typed in Flip City. And there's Flip City Mag. They have 135 followers. And yeah, they got quite a bit of content on here. So let's try the other one. And Flip City, we'll go to the one that's called Flip City Magazine. It's got 119 followers. So yeah, I'm guessing the one that comes up in the search results when you put in Flip City, the one that's just called Flip City Mag, I believe that is probably their official Rumble page right there. So yeah, they got some good. Looks like I got a show on there with I got some good guests and that kind of thing. So yeah, you should definitely check that out. So yeah, good on you, Unfolding Joker, for bringing that to top of mind right there. So and also that's a thick mag right there. How many pages? Well, let's see on this one right here. This has got I'm going blind. That is 62 pages. 62 pages. Well, 63 with the back cover right there. So 63 pages. So not bad. I mean, it looks like the same thickness as your typical Mad magazine back in the day. Okay. I mean, it's just not like some big, thick magazine there. I mean, remember like you get like Field and Stream would get pretty thick sometimes there, but Mad magazine would just kind of that Flip City isn't like an intimidating amount of thickness, but I hear the ladies kind of like that, but that's a whole nother subject right there. So all right, so but Flip City magazine, guys, got to get your hands on some of that. But yeah, keep those questions coming, and again, check out the Rumble page there on Rumble. All right. So, All right. So, and just to let you guys know here that this Thursday, as usual, going to be a Movies America spoiler warning episode. And of course, it's going to be all about Deadpool and Wolverine. And I am trying to keep this show spoiler free, but I am not even going to try to do that on Thursday night. Okay. That should have been plenty of time for people to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, did I mention this is like the most anticipated movie for a lot of people this year? Okay. So I want to see people go to see Deadpool and Wolverine between now and Thursday night. And I want bodies in the live chat talking some Deadpool and Wolverine, chock full of spoilers. Okay. We're going to be swimming. We're going to be saturated. We're going to be marinated in spoilers this Thursday night on Movies America Spoiler Warning. And that'll come on Thursday night at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific. Okay. And you can live chat with me and everybody else on live chat all about Deadpool and Wolverine that night. Okay. So, and hey, like Unfolding Joker was saying earlier, go ahead and send the link to that show to anybody that you even suspect saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. And according to the numbers, a lot of you have seen Deadpool and Wolverine, and a lot of people have seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, this thing, I think globally, domestically, I think just domestically, it made like 195 million domestically. I think globally, it's like 350 to 400 million already globally. I mean, just for comparison, so last week when Twisters was the big movie of the weekend, I think it made about 85 million domestically. Deadpool and Wolverine made like 195 domestically in comparison right there. Okay, so this is a big old movie and it's R-rated. Okay, R-rated. That's equally impressive right there because it's harder to make that kind of cash if you're an R-rated movie. Twisters was not R-rated, so it already had that advantage over Deadpool and Wolverine right there. So, all right. But again, as I always like to give everyone a heads up about with all movies that I review, I always like to give everyone a heads up about, is the movie a woke after school special? Well, in the case of Deadpool and Wolverine, negative, Ghost Rider. And Deadpool even goes as far as poking fun at woke. He's talking about somebody's talking about Charles Xavier in his wheelchair and something about a ramp or something like that. And Deadpool kind of quips like, well, you better be careful how you talk about that because the woke mob will come out and call you ableist. I mean, so he's making fun of woke here. And that's that's in opposition to Deadpool 2, where he had some quips dishing out crap to anyone to the right of his limousine liberal friends. But there's none of that in this one. At least not anything I caught in my one viewing. Okay, I didn't catch anything woke in my whopping one viewing of this movie. I mean, there is a body positivity TVA boss at the end from one of the 173 Marvel TV shows. I can't remember which one, but that's the closest to the woke mind virus that I saw in this. And I wouldn't even consider that woke whatsoever. I mean, to me, woke is more something where it purposely is trying to sow division en route to destroying this country. Okay. And, nothing about, having a body positivity character in this. I don't think it's really sowing division or anything like that. Not by any means whatsoever. Okay. So let me, lay this on you guys at this point here. Now that I've warned you whether or not there's any kind of wokeness in Deadpool and Wolverine. But if you appreciate me doing that, or whatever, anything else that I'm doing, just giving you a spoiler-free review of this movie, turning you on to a potentially new beer that you've never heard of, that kind of thing. If you're appreciating any of that enough to throw a few dollars my way, well, you most certainly can do that. And allow me to tell you how you can do that. So if you're on Rumble, you can give me what's called a Rumble rant. And the way you do that is down by where you type in your live chat message there. There's a button with a $sign on it. You just got to click on that. It'll ask you how much you want to donate, and that's all there is to it. If you're on YouTube, you can give me what's called a super chat, and that's pretty close to the way Rumble Rants work. You go down, type where you type in your live chat message, and there's a button that is of a dollar bill, and when you click on that, it'll ask you how much you want to donate, and that's all there is to that. And then last but certainly not least, if you're checking me out on Pilled, you can give me what's called gold pills. And in the pilled.net world, gold pills actually equates. I mean, it's actually real money, real world money, okay? It isn't like Monopoly money or anything like that. It's real clams that you can go and buy yourself some beer with. And so the way that you donate moolah to yours truly through pilled.net is you give me a certain amount of gold pills there, and that's how you can show me some financial appreciation for what I'm doing here, if you are so inclined. And again, hey, if you can't afford it, times are tough. I get it. We live in a time of Bidenomics. Okay, we all have to clutch our purse strings a little bit more. Okay, I mean, there's people out there that have to skip meals in this time of our history. I mean, just remember that when you go to the ballot box this November, everybody. Okay, like remember, like 5 years ago, did you have to skip a meal? No, you did not. Okay, did you have to decide whether to pay rent or go get groceries? No, you did not. Is the easy and obvious questions to that. So again, just think about that. Just think about that. I'm not gonna steer you towards a particular candidate. Just do some critical thinking like that. That's all I say. Right there. So, but yeah, so that's enough begging for money from me right there. But yeah, my final thoughts about Deadpool and Wolverine is definitely go see this. Okay, this movie was the most anticipated movie for a lot of people for a reason, and the wait was worth it. Okay, I know for those people that this is the most anticipated movie of the year. I mean, back on January 1st of this year, it must have seemed like, man, it's going to take forever for July 26th to get here. But it's here now. It's here. And Deadpool and Wolverine is available for you to go see in about 5.3 million theaters across the world. Okay, so it's playing everywhere. A lot of theater seats for you to take advantage of to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. And if you guys haven't seen it already, I want that to be you. I want you guys to go see the movie, and I want you to join me this Thursday night, okay, on Movies Merica Spoiler Warning, so we could talk all about Deadpool and Wolverine, because this is one of those movies that just begs for discussion. It's got so many fun cameos in it. I want you to come to the show on Thursday night, and I want you to tell me like what your favorite cameo was, and which one got your fist pumping, and which one got you like almost jumping out of your seat or got you jumping out of your seat. I want to hear from you guys this Thursday night all about this. And again, that's at 7 Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, and 4 p.m. Pacific time there, if I could figure that out. But yeah, go see this movie. Now, one thing I did see in my theater is I saw several little kids in the theater. Come on, parents. Use that jiggly thing between your ears and don't bring your kids to this hard R movie. All right, my God. Okay, I want you to see this movie, but if you got kids, I think their well-being is more important than going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, but end of sermon. But I remember seeing little kids. I'm like, what? Is that like a 4-year-old over there? What is that, a 5-year-old? What the hell? Over here, like, my God. All right, so like, just anyway. So enough about that right there. But let's check here. I'm gonna want to do a little housekeeping here on the show, and I think we're good there. All right, so we are about to wrap this up, everybody. But for everyone watching live, Unfolding Joker, Lindy Rig 87. I mean, it's everybody that is watching the show but isn't live chatting, but they're watching live. Thanks a lot for checking out the show. And then for anybody that's watching the recording of this show later on, again, thumbs up to you. How you doing? Thanks for watching. And yeah, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe or follow button there if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell as well. And if you're watching the recording of this, I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Everybody, I want to hear comments right there. Just, you know, if it's just you saying hi, you know, or this show sucks, or this show's awesome, it's life-changing, I'm going to give my life to Jesus because of this show. Hey, put that in the comments too. That's totally cool. All right. So, but hey, everybody, it's time to wrap this picnic up right there. I have scarfed down all the sandwiches and potato salad I can handle. And with that, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody! Hey! I got the police after me. They're coming after me, okay? But I got just enough time to ask you. Just like this video, if you would, and then subscribe to this channel, okay? I'm gonna be in handcuffs pretty soon. I gotta tell you. Hey, so before they haul me off, make sure you watch these videos over here, okay? And thanks for watching this video and the Till Death Podcast Network, okay? I gotta go.